Welcome to Paleobites, the podcast that's every dinosaur fanboy's dream and every serious paleontologist's worst nightmare. My name's Matthew Donald, and in each episode, I and a rotating series of guest co-hosts, we talk about and rate a genus of prehistoric animal, be it dinosaur, mammal, arthropod, and so on. This week, I'm joined by the self-proclaimed lover of dinosaurs, whatever that means.
Well,
Lawrence Mack! There you go, he likes bestiality, guys. No, he does.
Well, you know,
it's built a mix of bestiality and necrophilia.
If there are any dinosaurs out there listening to this who don't know who your father is, write into the podcast. I might have some information for you.
Oh, no. Sounds like a serious talk needs to be had.
I mean, I went through a phase back in the 80s, you know.
It's true. We've all gone through phases. No one can.
60 billion plus years ago, 80s. So,
oh, wow. Yeah. 60 million more. But 60 billion years ago, the universe hadn't even formed yet.
I mean, 2 puny humans, maybe.
Whoa. We've got not only a bestiality necrophiliac, but also a god. Well, in that case, I guess, you can do whatever you want. You're a god. Who cares? Okay.
We prefer a Q continuum.
Okay. Anyways, so here's the dinosaur-related question I'm going to ask you. And I wanted to have a particularly loaded one because the dinosaur we have here I don't have a lot of information on.
Okay.
If you could bring dinosaurs, a set of dinosaurs, or any prehistoric creature on a heist, why and which ones would be which roles?
Ooh, on a heist. Let's see. I feel like what roles we have.
You gotta have the getaway driver.
Yeah.
You gotta have the hacker.
The hacker.
The muscle.
Yeah. Yeah.
The inside guy.
Oh, okay.
The fall guy.
The fall guy.
In case it goes wrong.
Okay. So I guess, so what kind of a heist is this, like a bank robbing heist?
Yeah, let's...
okay,
you're raiding Jurassic Park headquarters.
Okay.
It was like some valuable ambers, or valuable ambers and other, like, genomes, and you and a group of dinosaurs gonna go retrieve it. You're gonna do a heist to retrieve it.
Gotta free their brethren.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They're all locked in the vaults.
Right. Okay, so... Getaway driver. My first thought was going to be...
It can be any prehistoric animal, too, by the way. It doesn't have to be a dinosaur.
Right. I was thinking, of course, not prehistoric animal, pterodactyl was my first thought.
I mean, something that flies might be useful.
Out of there.
Yeah.
Because, Jurassic Park headquarters are probably also on the island somewhere.
It's true. You can fly out of the island, yeah.
Yeah, but pterodactyl probably wouldn't be able to pick up most dinosaurs.
Okay, how about a mosasaurus? You have to get to the coast.
Ride the mosasaurus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. We'll go with that. Mosasaurus for the getaway swimmer.
The inside guy, I guess that'd be easy to get in because it's Jurassic Park, but something that's kind of peaceful, so that because people wouldn't suspect it, and it's something they could let loose throughout the.
Right. Have you seen Undertale at all?
But I've heard of it.
It's a video game.
Yeah.
There's a character, kind of reminds me of a Stegosaurus.
Okay.
She stands up on like her 2 legs, and she has like this cute lab coat on all the time. And she always reminds me of what like a Stegosaurus. On
okay, so you can get Stegosaurus in the lab coat and then get him in as the inside guy.
Yeah, let's go with that. This is what I want to picture.
Okay.
And then
the hacker.
The hacker. Ooh, I feel like I would either go with like a raptor or a troodon.
Yeah, something really smart.
They're kind of the smarter ones. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever see? I don't remember what it was. One of those Walking with Dinosaur shows or something.
I remember that famous scene where the troodon hacks into the computer.
Yeah, right.
Walking with Dinosaurs.
Right? Yeah, so I feel like I want to go with troodon for a hacker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found out, sad news, Troodon isn't a real dinosaur anymore. It's a Noma Numdum. It's actually Stenocchiosaurus or whatever it's called. It's so sad! I don't believe it. It's my Pluto is not a planet. That's my version of it.
The people that made Pluto not a planet made Troodon not a dinosaur.
Right.
I'm upset.
Okay, but for this, we're going to say, screw it! Screw you, science! It's a dinosaur.
I mean, it's a prehistoric creature. He said before he didn't have to do dinosaurs per se.
I guess it's true.
Air quoting. So, I mean,
okay.
We'll make it work. We'll work
so
it.
Troodon.
Okay.
Slash Stenocchiosaurus. I don't know how to pronounce that.
So it's whatever it is.
Okay.
The weird alien looking
Okay,
thing.
so what else do we have? We had the muscle.
The muscle. Oh. See, I'm tempted Because one of the previous episodes talked about my favorite dinosaur was a Pachycephalosaurus.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's got that thick head. It can break into a lot of
Ooh,
stuff.
he could be the security guy, the guy who breaks through the doors.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
We'll
so...
do him for that. So he can break down whatever doors.
Yeah.
Break right in. He can break us right out of the sidewall if we have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Muscle guy. Now, I'm kind of picturing a Triceratops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just,
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Nobody would want to get near him, and, it's big, kind of protect us with a shield, too.
Right.
If anything kind of starts going haywire.
Okay. Finally, we have the fall guy.
Ooh.
I'm thinking maybe like a long neck, because he could get caught easily, and no one would blame a long neck.
Right,
So-
exactly. Yeah, it'd be like, oh, you were just doing what you were told.
Yeah.
Guess we'll set you free.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And
Like
so,
an
if he physically falls, he's so long that they'd have to go all the way around him to bother coming up to catch us, right?
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
So,
Okay, Apatosaurus is the fall guy.
Yeah, see, there we go.
There we go. We have our dinosaur heist.
Right on. Got our team. Got our mission.
Gotta get those genomes
Yep, gotta
from
get
the
them. Gotta
vault.
save the babies.
Okay, sounds good. Well, it's a great little scenario. That's Universal. Write that as your next Jurassic World movie.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Maybe that is what's coming. Maybe that is the plot of Jurassic World 3.
Okay. Well, speaking of Jurassic World, though, we're talking about something that was featured in a recent short film, Battle of Big Rock. We're talking about Nasutoceratops.
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 When it runs, does it kind of run Naruto style?
Kind of.
Kind
It
of?
also means
Okay.
large nose lizard, apparently.
Large-nosed lizard.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's
Yeah.
big, it's kind of like a clown nose kind of thing going on.
Yeah. You squeeze it and goes. It is a Centrosaurian ceratopsian. It's a type of ceratopsian that I think also includes Styracosaurus. The kind of other ones like that, like Centrosaurus, obviously. Some of the ones with like there's two different types, like the Centrosaurian and I forget the other one's called, but there's short-frilled and long-frilled.
Oh, okay.
And funnily enough, the short-frilled ones are usually the ones with the elaborate horns all over their things, while the long-frilled are usually the ones that have the three horns.
They just stick straight out.
That's like two on the brow and one on the nose. However, Triceratops has the two in the brow, one on the nose, but its frill was short.
Interesting. Was that kind of like, was Triceratops earlier than those other ones? So it was kind of like an evolution?
No, Triceratops was one of the last ones.
That's right,
It was
Cretaceous.
Is at the very end. Like, it died along with everyone else for the meteor.
I wonder if that was still like an evolutionary thing where like it kind of simplified everything down to that point where
Maybe.
you got just the straight horns that are easiest for him to kind of move around and stab predators, and then he could still move his head around easier with the shorter frill.
Right. I think a lot of people paleontologists, the consensus seems to be that it was a member of the long-frilled versions, but just happened to evolve a short frill.
Interesting.
Because it's easier to evolve that than change the horns all around.
Right, yeah.
So,
horns are definitely pretty complex for sure.
yeah. It is... Okay, so it was only 15 feet / 4.5 meters long and 1.5 tons. It's a little short. I guess it's still the size of a car.
Right, I mean, yeah. Short in comparison, but you see one of those suckers walking down the street. I mean, I was walking my pet Stegosaurus one day.
Oh, yes.
We were going to school, and I was taking him for a show and tell.
Yeah.
And we saw one of the Narutoceratops walking by, and we had to hide behind a bush because he was angry.
Narutoceratops. Is that the one that runs with its hands behind its back?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
So I just got that in my head now.
Now what about the Nasutoceratops?
51.
Yeah. Now what about the Nasutoceratops?
Nasutoceratops, there we go.
Okay.
So were they both at their 51 raid?
Yeah, exactly. During the big raid earlier this year.
Man.
It was in the Late Cretaceous, 76 to 75 million years ago. So a good 10 million years before the meteor took everything down.
Well, at least they didn't have to live through that. That's
That's true. They
I guess
extinct.
nobody lived through that. Well, dinosaurs didn't.
I mean, we
live
did.
through that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
We're alive.
I mean, I was there.
Oh,
I
yes.
got some good snapshots, but government censored them. So.
Of course, that damn government.
Right?
All right. It was found in Utah.
Oh, okay, just next door.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep, dude, just go to the next house. There's Nasutoceratops.
One of the few things to ever come out of Utah besides Mormons.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mormonism.
Yeah. Maybe the tears of the Nasutoceratops created Salt Lake. You know?
Oh yeah,
the salty tears. They're just crying when it died.
They were salty because they were forced to be Mormon.
Yeah, exactly.
Apologies to any Mormon listeners. You guys are great.
Apologies.
One of our best friends is Mormon. Actually, he's going to be on the show later, so okay. I'm not going to show him this episode, anyways.
Right, we'll just keep this one hidden.
Described in 2010. Pop culture appearances, as I mentioned earlier, it was recently seen in the Jurassic World short film Battle at Big Rock. It is the horned dinosaur that looks the most like a longhorn cattle because it has these like two curved brow horns that curve forward exactly like bull horns.
Nice.
And no nose horn, oddly enough.
Well, because you got to be able to get the nose ring in there, right?
Oh, yeah. It's true. To make it more like a bull, yeah.
Yeah, see, exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
it's hard to drill through the horn without causing pain to get that ring in.
That's true. But so, like, it's bull horns is like it's an interesting example of what's called convergent evolution, where two creatures that are not related, they evolve to look very similarly.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, like, a good example is the seal, like the sea lion or seal, and the plesiosaurus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they...
Interesting. It's kind of like their environment kind of shapes them to...
Yeah, it's basically...
to look, pretty similar.
Yeah.
That's
it's basically when two different animals evolve the same solution to the same problem, independently from each other. It's very common.
It's more of... what's the word I'm looking for? It's more cohesive than any group project in school that we ever did.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Or I guess it's the excuse of anyone if anyone's like, you copied their paper. Like, no, I didn't. It's a convergent papers.
Yeah, exactly. See? You didn't cheat. You just came up with the same idea, the same solution, and worded it pretty much the same way.
I know. What a weird coincidence, right?
Right? Yeah, strange.
So 15 feet. Yeah, it wasn't very big compared to other horned dinosaurs, but as well as it being the size of a car, it's about the size of a rhino, so...
Right, yeah. Rhinos 15 feet?
I don't know. Actually, let me Google that. I have no idea.
I feel like rhinos are probably maybe closer to like 10 or so.
Oh, wow, so it's even bigger than a rhino. Hold on. Rhino.
Rhinos are my favorite modern-day animal.
Interesting.
Which, I always felt like it's kind of because they remind me of a dinosaur.
In a way. Rhinoceros, like cero comes from the same thing as Triceratops. So.
Rhinoceratops? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, sure. Go find one. Go discover one.
Yeah, that's go do that right now. Well, I mean,
okay, they are 11 to the white rhino. The biggest one is between 11 to 15 feet long, so it's about a little bit smaller to the same size as the Nasutoceratops.
White rhinos are almost extinct, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think it's the one that's actually more common. It's the
the black rhinos.
The black rhinos are like the ones that are like the Sumatran rhino or the Javan rhino. Yeah. No.
Yeah, if that's the biggest one, and it maxes out at about the size of that. Then...
Nasutoceratops. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived alongside some pretty famous dinosaurs, some of which we might cover later. Parasaurolophus, Albertosaurus, Ornithomimus, and other more obscure dinosaur species that we'll probably
still get into at some point.
Yeah.
That's some pretty good company right there.
Yeah, I like it. I'd want to be pals with all of them.
Right, yeah. Hanging out.
You know they include Albertosaurus on the Alberta license plate, driver's license now. They have a skeleton of it now.
That's cool.
Yeah, it makes me want to move to Alberta.
I have some family up there, and...
in Canada or in Alberta?
Alberta specifically.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. And there's this rest area, so we would just drive straight north because we're in Colorado. Alberta's right north of us. Calgary, Alberta is actually the sister city of Denver, Colorado, where I live, and you live, and whatever. And so it's just a straight shot north. And there's this rest stop right after you cross the border. It's probably maybe a 20 to 30-minute drive, and they have this huge statue of an Albertosaurus.
Nice.
It's so cool. I have some pictures of me with it somewhere. I haven't been up there in a while, but it's super cool. Yeah, everybody stops there to take pictures of it. It's not something you can climb on or anything.
Right.
But I mean, it's like life-size kind of thing. It's
That's
like
really
accurate,
cool.
With how tall it is.
Yeah.
It's always super fun to go. Even if you didn't have to use the rest stop or whatever, you'd always stop there and look at it, 'cause it's a lot of
take
fun.
pictures, yeah.
Yeah.
Neat. All right, well, now we're down to everyone's favorite part of the show, I think, maybe. We'll find out when I actually release these things. Where we rate the animal 1 out of 65 million. For whatever reason we like. Let's see. I mentioned in the last episode that you were on, it could be for various reasons, including sexiness, mana. So
what kind of spells can these things cast with those horns?
Okay, I'm assuming they can cast some defensive spells.
Right, and they got some nice curves to them.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty sexy, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Bit plump, but some people like them plump.
Right, yeah.
And they're not plump, they're just curvy. You know?
Right, just curvy.
Yeah.
Is thick the proper term?
Yeah,
thick.
thick.
Thick
Okay.
like me.
Okay, well, you know what? Plump, thick, curvy doesn't do it for me. Sorry, buddy.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I'm going to give it... I do like the horns. That's pretty neat, but I think I'm just going to give it like a 30 million.
Just a 30 million, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
I thought that it was super... I don't know if you have to like bleep this, but I thought it was pretty badass when I went up
No,
against...
that's fine. We can say that before.
Yeah, when I went up against... What did I go up against? It was
An Allosaurus,
Allosaurus, yeah.
Yeah, and that was one thing I was going to mention. It was a lot bigger than 15 feet in that thing.
Yeah,
Like,
that was about the size of those RVs up there in
Right.
that show.
Right.
So.
I mean, that's okay. The Allosaurus was also really big, so
Right,
it just
yeah.
makes it more exciting, guys.
Exactly, you know? Got the whole larger-than-life aspect.
Yeah.
I thought it was
That was
pretty
cool. Okay,
yeah.
fine. Bumping up to
Protecting
30.
this little baby there.
That's true. The baby was cute. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You convinced me. 40 million.
40 million. I'm gonna go... I feel like I think if I remember right, I ranked the Patasaurus at 49 million.
Yeah.
Maybe I went a little high with that when I did that one. Because I think I like Nasutoceratops a little better.
Oh, okay. So
I think
51 million.
We go 51 million.
Yeah, because
exactly.
you want to save 50 million.
Yeah, I want to save 50 million for something special. Like, 50 million is going to be like my 65 million, but I'm just going to save 50 million.
Okay.
I'm going to save that for
So
Pachycephalosaurus.
yeah, exactly. So you rate this 51 million. So even when you rate Pachycephalosaurus 50 million, it's actually
technically
higher rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just to confuse all of your listeners.
Nice. All right, sounds good. Well, that's the show for this week. You can get a hold of us by emailing mattd@matthewdonaldcreator.com. If you want to find me on social media, you can find me at MatthewDonaldCreator on Facebook, at MatthewDonald64 on Twitter, and MatthewDonald64 on Instagram. You can contact me. You can contact Lawrence here. You can contact whoever you want. Contact my mother. Ask her why she raised a son like me.
Well, if you're on Instagram, you can also contact any of our grandmas. They're on speed dial, hence the Instagram.
Oh. Nice.
I had to try and get my pun in somewhere.
Of course. Well, Facebook is a lot of times where the old folks are hanging out now. Most people, young people are on Instagram and Twitter now. Like, Facebook is just left to the old folks.
I know. I know I've been joking about, hanging out with the dinosaurs when I was a kid.
Oh, but
I
now
just
you're...
feel even older than that, because I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, but I think I, follow, 2 people.
Oh, no.
I primarily just chill on Facebook.
Yeah, I know. That's true. I like Facebook better than... Especially Twitter. I can't get Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's kind of weird. And Facebook, they have all my my Star Trek and dinosaur groups that I can follow and, follow along with a lot easier. Just set in my old ways, I guess.
Right, exactly. Sorry, I was just checking something. So, yeah. All right. I also, if you guys are listening and interested in writing, you should listen to my other podcast, The Ritwit, where 2 twits talk about writing. Me and a friend of the show, Matt David, who is not on this show yet, but I'm going to drag him kicking and screaming someday.
See, that's what we use our heist team for.
Oh, he's in the vault, and we're going to get him out.
Right.
He's like, no, put me back in the vault. I'm like, oh, also,
drag him out time to the back of our mosasaur and be like, we're going to record this episode.
Yeah. All right, well, finally, if you want to do a bit of reading and you want to support my work, I have a dinosaur sci-fi series on Amazon, Megazoic. There are 4 books, and they're available for print and Kindle. If you like dinosaurs, if you like laser guns... This is one of the few places where you can find them both together, so give it a listen. Or give it a read, I guess. It's not quite audiobook
soon to
yet.
be brought to the big screen by the creators of Star Trek and Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah. Wait, they were both created by the same guy? That's cool. I didn't know Michael Crichton created Star Trek.
Yeah, Gene Roddenberry created created Jurassic Park. You didn't
Whoa!
know that? Yeah. Wait, that doesn't mean they're the same person then.
Who says that the show isn't educational, right?
Or correct.
I don't think anyone says it's correct, but...
You know.
Alright, anyways, that's it. See you guys later.
Hasta la bye-bye.
And as we say at the end of every episode, I forgot.
It's just me gurgling.